Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 2 of my Griffonian Empire playthrough. Where last we left off, I had finished up the literacy campaign focus. Of course, we haven't seen any of the effects of that yet, but it's going to be a gradual process, and we are we just have our armies stationed here on the border with the Katerin Principality, and are preparing for a war with them. We've got a little bit under 100,000 in pony power in reserve. I guess it would be Griffin power. But it's demobilizing right now. So we need, cores! We need cores. And I think I do have these as cores. Let me see here. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have anything as a core except for right in here. Oh, you know what? It's not till I go further down the tree that I can core things that are more than just this little area here. And it looks like the kingdom has been making a comeback here. Okay, as of recently, the Noble Advisory Councils have been doing their job with an extra lack of corruption or indecency. While we don't know the reason for this change of policy, our citizens are satisfied with the current situation for now. Cool, we get a little bit of political power. Nice. Okay, what is next on our agenda here? We're going to be able to get these two 50% faster soon. So I'm wondering... This is the Griffin race tree, by the way. We're going to get pretty deep into it. But I wonder if now is the time to take radio. Yeah, I don't see another quick opportunity to grab it. So let's take the radio while we can. So the land doctrine thing, I don't think I brought this up before, but the outdated military doctrines can eventually be taken care of once I reform the Imperial Army, and then I go down here and actually choose one of the ways I'm going to go down. Basically, it's defense, grand battle plan, or firepower. Oh wait, no, not grand battle plan. This gives me bonuses for mobile warfare, this gives me bonuses for superior firepower, and this gives me bonuses for grand battle plan. I'm so sorry I got them mixed up. Although you do end up kind of getting bonuses for just about everything. So we have mechanized stuff here, infantry's here, supports there. These are tanks, just all sorts of different fun things. About half of which I'm not even going to end up using. So let's continue down and get this third research slot. I'm sorry, did I say third? I meant fourth research slot. Because it's going to take a little while before we can get to the fifth one. What's this guy's problem? There you go, that itty bitty one. Alright, I'm actually wondering if I should just promote Duskwing here. I might do it. Maybe later though. Let's let him cut his teeth as a general for a while first. Now, we still only have early mobilization available to us. I think I would rather leap all the way to partial mobilization, or really, a war economy I think would be best. But more than that... Oh man, there's so many things. I got enough pony power for right now. Let's do the industrial concern, and then on my next go-around where I've got political power, that's when I'll finally get the... that's when I'll increase my conscription rate. See, this is going to unite the nation. Right, unite the nation. Okay, so if I remember correctly from my playtesting, the unite the nation focus, I'm going to propose to all of these offshoots that are still within the empire to just be absorbed by me. I'm not sure how that's going to go. And in fact, I'm so unsure, I probably should get some men on these borders. Pardon me, some Griffins on these borders. Yeah, something like this. I'm pretty sure the Strawberry Duchy is going to stick with me because, whoops. Because, it's the same person in charge of both, right? I don't think she's going to fight with herself. Yeah, do something like this. Alright. I don't know when I'm going to have to bust through any forts, though. I don't know if there's any here on this side of the continent. But you never know. Okay, let's wait for the 30 days to queue up, and then we'll grab those. I can't take this. Maybe I should get some Griffin technology. This gives me more Yeah, if I keep going down here, this is going to be good industrial stuff. I don't really have enough knights to justify getting more of those. Artillery. Can't go wrong with the good old king of battle. And now we will unite the nation, hopefully. Let's see. Or, hey, if we don't, whatever. I'm getting 1.2 a day. We're at 70. About 70 more days to go. I should be able to switch to war economy instantly. What is this? Quite an offer. Oh, I know what this has to do with Skyfall. This is basically a merchant country here. Recently, we have been visited by merchants from the city of Skyfall bearing various luxury goods, most notably cigars and whiskey. Apparently, they have been sent to negotiate a trade deal on behalf of their new government. How do we respond? We can take it, and it's going to cost a little bit of political power and a little bit of pony power. But we'll have less consumer good factories, and our production efficiency cap will rise. Or we can say we don't need their degeneracy here, and nothing happens. I think that's a good trade-off for the higher production efficiency cap. Is it permanent, though, I just thought? Probably only lasts as long as Skyfall does. Tip of the fedora. I know that's not a fedora, but he's a dapper looking dude. Anyway, what's happening in the rest of the world? Governor T. Feather is still alive and well. No issues in Equestria. The Griffonian revolutionary state is still trying to put down this king. And the changelings are about to go. Yep, they are now on the march to war. There we go. That spiked our world tension real good. So now, worst case scenario, I could go to at least partial mobilization. But again, I'd like to go to war economy out of the gate, which is going to cost me political power per day. But I'm already getting bonuses from the two councils. So I think it's overall going to be fine. Can also modify this a little bit. Let's just get some artillery in there for right now. I have enough, right? Yes, I do. We're just building up because later on I'm going to really start cranking out the divisions, but the thing that's holding me back right now is army experience because I want to get those 7-2s. And really, it might go all the way up to 40 widths, have everything be 40 width before I start making more. On the other hand, I'm going to have quite a few fronts to defend. A lot of things I have to be thinking about. Alright, we've united the nation. What's next? Consumer good factories 5%. No, we want the research slot. And they should be getting their offers right now. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Any day now. Something should happen. Also, in addition to a research slot, it's going to lower my land doctrine research time. Oh, focus just got canceled. What just happened? Why? Oh, that's right. The following must be true. Either the Duchy of Griffenheim does not exist, or it's... Ah, crud. So I think they just broke off from me. Or wait. What? I'm a little confused right now. Okay, these guys aren't my vassals anymore. So because of that, I don't have that effect. I'm not able to research this, get this research slot anymore. Am I automatically going to go to war with these people? That's what I want to do. What's this? Unassigned divisions. Oh, we got a couple more. I could take one of these in the meantime. Get some civilian factories or something. Or I could begin reforming. Yeah, let me reform the Imperial Army real quick. Alright, here we go. Griffenheim's Defiance. The Duke of Griffenheim has decided to openly defy us and declare himself independent after we called for an integration of our vassals. Surely he's aware of the consequences. So I can then declare war on the Duchy of Griffenheim. Which is which one? Oh, it's down here. Right. Sorry, there's a lot of... There's Griffin this, Griffin that. It's a little hard to keep track sometimes. So it's down here. So we're gonna teach this fool a lesson. Bronze Hill also has defined us. Up the mountain we go. Yeah. It appears the Count of Bronze Hill has gone mad, considering he not only refused our request for integration, but also insisted on no longer being our vassal. So up the mountain we go. Fethesia politely refuses. It seems that Duke Gerlach has somehow taken our demand to formally rejoin the Empire as something he can politely refuse. Additionally, he has politely ended his country's vassalage and servitude to the Empire. What is our response? We politely declare war. Alright. Now we got a few more military factories here. We don't have many resources like before. Let's get this up, and all of these are close to their cap, so we'll just disperse them that way. Let's not trade any factories away just yet. My war support's at 49%. You gotta be kidding me. I don't think I have anything to raise that. Dang it, you just know that that is by design, too. Damn. Alright, well, everyone attack. We should be able to make pretty short work of all these guys. Especially, how many divisions do they even have? These ones got 3, these ones have 0, these ones have 1. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna be okay. Okay, so we unfortunately can't switch to a war economy right now, so we will settle for extensive conscription maybe, or is there something else I could get? Heather Dawnfeather, secret police chief, friendly preacher. No, let's just go to an extensive conscription for right now, which ought to be plenty, especially with all the new land that we're going to be grabbing here. Okay, military factories. We still got more. For right now, just throw everything into artillery, and I'll redistribute them later. Which I know is not ideal min-maxing for the factory production efficiency and stuff like that, but we're just gonna have to do that for right now. Also, come on, move a little faster, people. Please? Pretty please? Now, I don't know if I actually talked about what the Imperial Knights do, either in this or in the Arcturian campaign, but... Whoa, sorry about that. Motorcycle roaring up my street. But they are basically shock infantry that move a little bit faster than regular infantry. They have good organization, and they get bonuses whenever they're attacking into mountains or hills. So, it's pretty cool. Hey, whoops. No, stop that. 49% war support. You know the devs did that on purpose. You just know they did, so that you couldn't do this, you couldn't cheese it over to the war. It's not even cheesing it, it's how the game works, but you can't just hop right over to war economy in this first little short war. How frustrating. Alright, but our... Yes, indeed. Everything is going up and up and up and up. And I've got cores in all these areas now. Very good. Alright, we've begun to reform the Imperial Army. We can also begin to fund the Pythagorean Military Academy again, because we actually own the city that it was in. And I think we could just take this to Speed 5, I meant to say. Speed 5. Speed 5. Alright, how are you doing? Are you learning anything useful? He's getting close to being a trickster. I think we just need to go ahead and pop him up to Field Marshal already. The superior firepower is still going to take too long. And I know that I'm not using my Air Force right now, but it doesn't really reach anyway. And I didn't exactly need it. That's going to be for later. Okay, Griffonian Empire is looking a little thicker now. You know, it's not just a little rump state. Got 14 million eligible core population. Much, much better. So once we're done with the Pythagorean Military Academy, we can start making our way down here to final preparations, then dealing with the traders, which is going to take us to war with, oh cool, noble deeds again, with these breakaway nations down here. Okay, industrial development. The members of the IAC, despite not being capable of getting enough state funding to fulfill the production goals set for them by the Crown, have decided to use money out of their own pockets to fund the construction of several new factories around the Empire. How nice of them. So I got a civilian factory. You see, we don't need... The commoners don't need rights. The aristocracy's taking care of them just fine. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, Darkwing, let's promote you. Alright, and we'll put you in charge here. And you've been demoted. Nothing personal, Helltalon. It's just business. And we now have naval dockyards, which is going to open up some more possibilities for us. For right now, I'm just going to go with some submarines. Just submarines. We're probably just going to spam them for a while. That's all I'm really interested in making. I don't need as much oil, but I do need a little more aluminum. Why am I trading with Equestria? Wait, cancel everything. I do not want to be trading with Equestria. Alright, better. There we go. So, next up on our eating list was this long day in winter. Oh, that has to do with the Western Griffonians. Not our business, not my pig, not my farm. Get you here, here, and here. Okay, very nice. I don't quite have all the volunteer people, all the ones that I took from the other nations in one spot. I really do want to do that because they're going to always be weaker. So I want to keep them in garrison duty later on as my army continues to grow. And I do have some better... I've more... Blah! I've got more available army experience, so I can take these guys to the 7-2s. Let's give them the engineers and the recon, and look at that, we've actually got some nice divisions being made here. So also, I'm pretty sure there's a Griffin logo, right? Let's put the eagle for right now. Actually, no, let's put the claw. Eagle's fine. Eagle's fine. The eagle head. Alright. Formed the Griffonian army, which will give me an additional recruitable population power, a factor of 15%, and 50,000 more pony power. I don't really need that right now. More factory output, though, sounds pretty awesome. So it has become a bit of a... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do we want to do here? No, not that yet. Oh, right. So did I want to do anti-air or anti-tank? I feel that I'm going to need one of them. Let's... Maybe anti-tank... Yeah, I think that is going to be the way to go. We'll want some anti-tank, because I don't know who's going to be making tanks out there, but they could become a problem down the line. Noble deeds, I'm getting more free political power. Heck yes. And our war support has gone up a bit now, though it's going to go down when the war starts. Let's just keep waiting on that then. In the meantime... I want to put August Dustwing in charge right now. Or wait. Yeah, artillery. Artillery is going to be the name of the game. Unfortunately, he's a specialist. He's not an expert. But it's still something. Same thing with my infantry guy. The only expert I have is the concealment one, which lowers enemy air support, and I'm already working on my air anyway. So, August Dustwing it is. I'm going to be going very hard down this tree. Superior firepower, which you guys, anybody who's watched a lot of my campaigns before knows that I'm not a huge fan of superior firepower, but it's something. Also, these machine nests are pretty cool. Faster air-based construction speed. That's going to be good in the long term, because I am doing fighters instead of my usual heavy fighters that give more range. I think I might go grab signal companies, which means I'm going to need motorized. Yeah. Signal companies are going to be good because they get bonuses through the Griffin tech tree. If we look over here, it's right here. Wait, no. Yeah, right here. Messenger enchantments give plus 6% initiative to the signal companies, which is pretty good, considering that each of these, well, they do a 12% already, but still, it stacks nicely. And even then, I might still grab the field hospitals. There's a few things I'm going to need the motorized for. Okay. Ready as we're going to be. But still going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 focuses after this before I'm done, although this one only takes 35 days. Some more industrial development. Thank you, Industrial Advisory Council. Good stuff. So let's talk about long-term goals here for a moment. Of course, right now I'm dealing with the traders, and then I have to integrate them. But afterwards, I then get to take the focus, remind the world, which I think creates a worldwide pop-up. There we go, T-Feather just died. Then I could reclaim the north. I could reclaim central Griffonia. I could deal with these despots, and then I'll have the lesson in humility. Basically, I'm gonna be able to go to war with all of this, all of this, all of this. I'm going to be running wild in this continent. And I'm doing it all for the Child Emperor, of course. Also, is there... Jeez, this mass illiteracy is not fixing itself as fast as I would like. Griffonian army. No. Technocrats. Do I want that industry bonus now? Either way, it's... Yeah, I'm going to have to take this before anything else is done researching, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Well, we're getting back on track. Our recruitable population pool is getting huge. And again, I'm going to start making my way towards 40 whips. Right, after the countless rebellions and revolutions that have happened over the past 30 years, it has become clear that the Empire's enemies do not come only from outside the Empire, but from the inside as well. Despite the fact that the majority of our enemies are now firmly outside the country, ruling their own little fiefs, some officials and citizens are still worried about the idea of yet another bloody revolution. These individuals, headed by Ella Grimwing, have proposed that we create an organization that would seek to fight these radical elements that aim to destroy our empire from within. This will give me Ministry of Public Safety, which grants plus 5% decryption, plus 5% encryption, effective partisans honest minus 15%. And I can use Ella Grimwing, Secret Police Chief encryption plus 0.5, so that would stack. Minus 5% political power cane, and ideological drift defense is increased. I don't really care about ideological drift defense, but we can trust our own people, and that'll give us a flat 100 right now and more stability. Oh, man. 100 political power sounds pretty awesome. Let me get the artillery guy right now, but that all sounds pretty good. We're going to trust our people, and then we're going to improve the workers' conditions, which is going to up my stability even more. So we're going to put that 100 political power immediately to work. Okay. So, forming the Griffonian army. For a long time, each and every petty, noble, and aristocrat had their own private army. This was supposedly to protect their own estates as well as the empire as a whole. This system is no longer of use to us, however, and we must go with the times and establish our own united armed forces bound by the state and not the nobles. Okay. See, it's going to be bloody. It's going to be bloody taking all this land, but it's going to be for the good, the greater good. Think of all the lives I'm going to save. It's been 30 years of petty wars. This is why I went over the lore so much in the first episode. This republic's getting pretty thick. Who the heck is Victor Allard? There's so many countries in this mod, and I don't know everything about all of them, and I want to. So many interesting things. And so many have their own unique focus trees, but I don't know. This, for example, is the generic Griffin focus tree. So even the regular countries here, something like, okay, what here? Water towns, not exactly a major country, as you can see, but it has a... I'm sorry, was that my Discord? Let me close that. Anyway, but it has its own unique focus tree, which allows it to go in several directions, as you can see, which I think is great. It's a fantastic mod. All right, Technocrat time. Actually, I might... Okay, the anti-tank will finish just in time, so... I could grab one of these and then stack it up here, the other 50%. I might just do that. And once we go to war, I'm going to start focusing more on my actual army. Speaking of focusing on the army, let's start increasing the... Well, actually, there's no rush. The 20 wits will serve just fine. After this war, that's when I'm going to start moving us towards the 40 width divisions and all sorts of things like that. All right, 150. Captain of Industry sounds pretty good. I do like the infrastructure construction speed bonus. Silent work phony, plus 15% political power gain, and minus 7.5% research time. Wow. I think that's going to be the way to go. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, I should restore the Imperial Admiralty, though, too, because that's going to give me more naval experience gain every day. So that could be something that's just sort of idling on the side in the meantime. Well, let's grab this. And how many more days? 20 or so days. Improved illiteracy. Oh, I'm getting political power every time too. This is awesome. Okay, good. That also means this one's gonna finish in time, but no, the computing machine's not gonna finish first. Oh well. Rocket artillery might be good too. Just stack everything with all that superior power stuff. So then let me think about this here. So that means I'm going to want 40 widths that are going to have I'm going to want to have the anti-tank in here. 40 width, anti-tank. There might not be room for rocket artillery then, because I might do the signal companies, although I could forego the signal companies and just again get more artillery. Speaking of anti-tank, let's get some queued up. Final preparations. Alright, now I don't think there's going to be another war during this episode, but we could at least get to deal with the traders, and then I'll probably stop it there before the actual fighting begins. Changelings have won, and I don't know when they're actually going to go after Equestria. What's this guy doing? Is he going to declare himself? He went with the coup. Alright, no... Yeah, I probably should just keep saving up for right now. Oh wait, I'm going to get 150 political power off of final preparations. So, I think we need to go for the designer then. The next question becomes, do I use it here? My electronic... Well, actually, I'm going to have one for electronics and one for industry, so I suppose it doesn't actually really matter which one I use it on. So I'm going to keep an eye on this until it's full at 30, and then we're going to get the next the next electronic focus. Research. Focus, research, oh, all these words. The words, they blur. Of course, our long-term goal here is, of course, to get to... Well, not long-term. Long-term goal is to take back everything, but we especially want to get down here to Griffinstone, the ancestral capital of our empire. For goodness sake, it's on the thumbnail and I don't own it. That must be rectified. Okay, 214 days. A little longer than I'd like, but it'll be worth it. And of course, all these bonuses are going to really come through once the mass literacy is done, so I'll be able to catch up super fast. Which is good because, as I said in the first episode, I'm not taking any land doctrines for a while here. Alright, time to deal with the traitors. And... Gotta let one of these fill up again. Where's my artillery? Right here. And let's get motorized in production. Just at least a couple. Military High Command. What do I want now? What do I want now? Can't take any of these. Can't take Brimstone yet. His recovery rate's going to be pretty good, although entrenchment might be better. No, it's gonna be... No, we'll just wait. We'll just wait for the war to start, and I'll switch to war economy immediately. Although I'm gonna get minus 20. Dang it, I'm gonna get minus 20 because I'm gonna be in a war. Okay, what can give me more war support? I'm trying to remember. I think only the war propaganda, and that doesn't help me here. Dang it. How do I get my war support up? It's so annoying. I'll have to be attacked, and I don't think anybody's going to attack me. They're scared, you see. Okay, we've got our NX war goals now. That's where I'm going to stop it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in episode 3. Bye.